So, I have this e-scooter that I built myself in college. It used to be one of those upright bird scooters, but I kind of hacked it together with the folding mechanism from the ES4 model to make it folding, but it's just really sketchy. It's like zip tied together and just like rattly and unsafe. So my cousin actually happened to have a lot of the same parts, the most important being that original standing mechanism. So I'm going to go ahead and merge the two together just to rebuild um, the original, much more safer version of the standing scooter. My plan is one of my good friends, Norm, he just got a new job and he's in need of a vehicle. And I don't need this scooter as much as he would get use out of it. So I'm going to make it a lot safer for him by combining the two, and then I'm just going to gift it to him. Cool. Well, first order of business is disassembling this one. These screws are all stripped. I had to use zip ties. I had this paint on it, which is all gone away. Can you believe I put like 600 miles on the scooter? Yeah, she served me really well, but not so safe. So let's start taking this apart. Sorry for the laundry noise. I am human. I gotta do my laundry too. Yeah, it was pretty simple. It's just this one plug connects to the screen and the power button. Luckily, the one I got already has one of these, so I don't actually have to go in there and remove everything. I hope. I haven't tested it yet, so... Oh, I guess I could just plug it in really quick and test. And also, this one has a little bell. A little nicer. The only thing it doesn't have, though, is this rain guard I bought, which, I don't know, it's just on with sticky tape. I'll try to transfer it over, but I feel like it's one of those situations that, once you put it on, all the sticky residue will just stay on whatever you applied it to, so it might just have to go. Oh well. Yeah, I guess let me plug this in and see if it works. It works. Thank God. Oh my God, get out of there. remembered how much of a pain it is to deal with these wires. Taking them out, it's fine, but you just have so little room when it comes back to connecting them. I'm not looking forward to that. But making good progress. This is all the most important stuff in here. There's these like plastic pieces that you gotta put some needle nose pliers into and then twist. And I believe they're on both sides. You can't really see on camera, but I see it down there. Oops. First off though, we gotta take this external battery pack out before we can start removing everything inside. And then I can just move this off the table because we hopefully don't need to pull this motor out. I think the motor in there should be good, so, because that's also kind of annoying. If I could just pretty much just put this onto that, that'll be the best situation. That'll just be the easiest solution, so praying for that. Now that I'm just really looking, man, this thing is so used. Like, just look at this front tire. Absolutely nothing. This back one. This back one's actually not horrible. And then I just remember having to, I wish I filmed all this back in the day, but I wasn't really into filming stuff back then. Yeah, I cut all this out just to make room. It worked, but it was just like super wobbly. I never figured out why, because everything seemed to be tight, but yet it would just always be really wobbly. But, oh my God, all this little zip ties. Let's get this off. Just gotta do these bolts here for this bracket. This thing is so chewed up from the countless times I've removed it. Good thing I got replacements, I think. You know, these bent ones aren't really the best tool. This one's even worse. Almost ready. Well, actually, we're ready now to pull out everything from the tube. It's just super annoying because it's just really tight in there, so everything got removed from it. Now it's just, we gotta yank it out, and instinctively I just want to pull on the wires, like, you know, because it's something to grab onto, but that's the stupidest thing you could do. So I'm kind of just, there's a more flat surface here on top of the battery, so I'm just trying to carefully push from there, but I think the battery's stuck now, so maybe I'm gonna have to push it out the other way. Yeah, this way was a lot better. Really, battery first out the top is the move. Got the contents of the tube out. Very, very simple system. Here's the battery. Here's the controller. This controller attaches to this battery through these little clips. The battery has these two plugs that go into there, and those 4 pins right there. Yeah, and then just slides into the tube, and you use those grommets, little spinny boys there to secure it. So now it's just time to start putting it in the new tube. Yeah, hopefully it'll go smooth. I wish I had a bird's eye view camera. It would make this so much easier to watch and film. Yeah, whew, this part was really annoying. I honestly stopped the filming just because it was taking so long. You have so little room to work plugging those 2 different plugs in. It's like this much of a gap. So just trying to get them in and then slide it all. It was definitely a frustrating process, but supposedly it's all plugged in, I hope. So before I'm actually going to put it in the tube, I'm just going to connect this all just to do a little test to make sure it's good. And then if that checks out, we'll continue putting it all in the tube and assembling the scooter. Well, I didn't film this part because it took all of 30 seconds to assemble it, but plug these in, plug that one in. Looks like she's good. I gotta kind of test if the motor moves too, because it won't move unless it's rolling. So if I just give it a little spin, let's see if I can get this one-handed. Is that the proper? I think it rolls the other way. Okay. I'll figure this out off camera. But looks good to me. I'm an idiot. I was rolling the wheel that doesn't have the motor attached to it. So if we roll that, yeah, looks like everything's good to go. So now I can put this into the tube. Thank God I have replacement pieces. I had to put these on before I put it in the tube. Okay, thank God. They're both in. Now I can actually start putting the brackets on. Straightforward process, but nightmarish. Everything's good, assembled. Now it's time to actually put the handlebars on, and then we'll start to put it onto the base. Laundry's done, so no more laundry sounds. I think some Loctite would be a good idea. Ew, it's greasy. I only have 2 of the screws since I was using that zip tie. So I'm gonna have to go to the hardware store and buy some, but 2 out of 4 should do fine for now. Why did they make it so hard? I rigged this little work table extension so I don't work on the ground. But all these wires are plugged in. Once again, such a pain because they just leave so little room. So you really just have to I don't know, a pinky's worth of room just to plug everything in. And then once it's in, they're tight. But these two have plenty of slack, so I don't know what's up with that. Anyways, it's all together, so I'm gonna test it one more time off camera. If everything's good, I'll just start. We'll finish assembling it because I'm almost there. It's just these 4 bolts pretty much, and we're good to go. It's not that hard to film. I'll just do it again, but it's good. If I spin this guy, I don't know how I'm gonna do it with one hand. I'll just put this down for a sec. Working as intended. Oh, and it's even got the cruise control on. Nice. Mine, for some reason, didn't have working cruise control, so this one's even better. Nice. Works as intended. And a lot more stable. Just missing the 2 screws here, which is giving this a bit of wobble, but no wobble down there. Gotta grab those screws. So this one, the scooter that I pulled all the guts out of, I have no battery and controller for it, but I do want to assemble it just so it's a more consolidated parts scooter. I am missing some screws though. Like I said before, these two for this scooter, and for that one, these four and these four. So I need to buy 4 of these and 6 of these. Good news, I actually found some of these handlebar screws in this replacement parts pack that my cousin gave me. Thank you. So in fact, I actually only need to buy 2 of these screws and 4 of these. I also remembered that this is the cage for the external battery. So before I go to the hardware store, I'm gonna throw that on this scooter right here. I think it's like that. All done. The scooter is good to go. It will be a great gift for Norm. I almost want to keep it for myself because I love these things so much, but I really have no use. I have the e-bike, I have a motorcycle, there's no reason. I decided actually not to go get the bolts at the hardware store because I completely remembered that the reason I had a zip tie through here was because that was stripped. And, honestly, it's a parts scooter, so I don't need to assemble it with bolts. I'll just zip tie through all these holes to keep it in place, and that'll be good enough. Oh, because there's nothing to throw it into. Oh well. A lot of wires in the way. I don't think I can get this last one in. Yeah, it's alright. One zip tie will be fine. Everything is ready. I have a fully set up upright one that doesn't violently shake. I have the foldable one with this sketch folding mechanism to be used as a parts scooter. I guess primarily for the motor if it ever goes out, and this controller piece right here. The grips, parts. Smaller parts and a spare non-OEM charger are in this bag. And then finally, the OEM Segway charger, which just gonna charge this up so it's all ready to go. And then next time I see Norm, we'll deliver it to him. So, it's been a couple weeks. I'm finally seeing Norm. The scooters are all ready for him. I charged him up some more. What else? My bike was stolen. I talked about it in my last video if you want to know more info about that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just bringing him the scooters. So let's put him in the car. I change clothes between cuts, so in case you were wondering. I mean, obviously. Ice cream sounds good. We're in Norm, so time to surprise him.
Hello there.
What's up, bro?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm good.
It didn't feel right to try to post his reaction here, so I'm not going to. It's a little exploitive for my taste. But believe me, Norm really liked the gift, and I was happy it was going to a good home. Thanks for watching, everyone.